In this video, we are to discuss on the ordinary least square. We are given the regression model where we are asked to find b, which is the vector. So the goal of the ordinary least square is to find the vector b that minimizes the sum of square error. So solution. So if given y to be equal to x, b plus e. Of course, we know this is our response. This is the design matrix. This is our objective function, and this is our error. This is an n by 1 matrix. This is an n by p matrix. This is a p by 1 matrix, and this is a n by 1 matrix. We are asked to obtain b estimate. B estimate. So, of course, we can make p the subject. That means p can be equal to y minus x b. So now we have that the sum of square error is equal to E transpose E. That is the error transpose the error. Now it then means that our objective function, which is SB, is equal to our sum of square error, which is equal to E transpose E. Now, where E is equal to Y, what we got here, minus X. So the next thing for you to do is to put anywhere we see E, we do this. So we can write our objective function to be equal to E transpose E, which is equal to Y minus XB transpose, which is this, multiplied by Y minus XB. So it then means that our objective function is equal to Y minus XB transpose into Y minus XB. So the next thing we do is to expand this. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. So expanding. Expanding this, we have our objective function to be equal to y multiplied by y. We get y transpose y. This multiplied by this, we have negative y transpose xb. This multiplied by this, we have minus b. We can write it as b transpose x transpose y. And this multiplied by this, we have plus b transpose x transpose xb. Yes, b transpose x transpose then xb. And this is a positive sign. Of course, we'll notice that for what we have done here, that y transpose xb is a scalar. So we move over to this side of the board. And since it's a scalar, we'll see if they are identical. So we have to delete this. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. Now, you notice that y transpose xb is a scalar. So since it's a scalar, it means that Since it's a scalar, it means that this is a one by one matrix. That is the meaning. It means that this is a one by one matrix. We say, but the transpose of a scalar is itself. The transpose of a scalar is itself. So that means that since the transpose of a scalar is itself, so we have y transpose xb is equal to y transpose xb transpose, which is equal to, if you open the bracket, you have b transpose x transpose y. Why? Since the transpose of a function, the transpose of a function is that function itself. So it then means that since we have B transpose X transpose Y, it's the same thing we have here. B transpose X transpose Y. It then means that these two are identical. It means they're identical. So we can rewrite this. We can write it, we can write our objective function which we are looking for. That means the vector B to be Y transpose Y minus B over there transpose X transpose Y minus B transpose X transpose Y plus what we got there, B transpose X transpose X, then B. So this is what we got. Now we can still write it. Since these two are identical, we can go over to this other side of the board to write it. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. So we can write this, which is our objective function or the vector B. We can write it this side, which is our objective function to be equal to Y transpose Y minus this will give us 2 B transpose X transpose Y plus B transpose X transpose X multiplied by B. Now, to obtain this B, we differentiate and equate to 0. But before we do that, we have to recall so that we know what we are doing. We have to recall that from matrix calculation, from matrix calculus, sorry, we have that if B is equal to A transpose B divided with respect to B, we get A. Also, if you have the derivative of B transpose AB with respect to B, which is looking like this, we have something like 2AB divided X transpose X is symmetric. So since we have recorded this, we can comfortably take the derivative of this function. So to obtain our B estimate, we will differentiate and equate to 0. This is because the purpose of the ordinary least square is to, the goal of the ordinary least square is to find the vector B that minimizes the sum of square error. So now, we now say we are differentiating with respect to B. So we say differentiate with respect to B. We differentiate this function with respect to B so that we can now obtain the vector B that minimizes the sum of square error. So for me to differentiate this, we move over to this side of the board to do that. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. So if we take the derivative of that function, we have the derivative of our objective function all over the B is equal to, if we differentiate this, y transpose y, since there is no variable like B here, it becomes 0. So this becomes 0 minus, if we differentiate this function, just like what we have here, if we differentiate this function, we'll get 2x transpose y. So we'll have negative 2x transpose y. That is why I have to recall this from matrix calculus. So plus, if you differentiate this function, just like what we have here, if you have something like this and you differentiate it, we'll see that the B transpose will go up. So we'll have x transpose x, we'll have 2, 2 x transpose x, then B. So we have 2 x transpose x, then B. It then means that our sum of square error that minimizes B will give us negative 2 x transpose y plus 2 x transpose x, then B. Now, the next thing for we to do is to equate to 0. So we say equating to 0. Equating to 0 or equate to 0. If we are equating this to 0, we'll have negative 2 x transpose y plus 2 x transpose x b, which is equal to 0. Which is equal to 0. This is what we get. Now, we move over to this other side of the board to complete this. Now, we have succeeded in differentiating this. After derivation, we got this. Now, equating to 0, we equate the whole of this to 0. This is what we have done here. So, how do we obtain our B estimate? How do we obtain our B estimate from the equation that is given? Now, we move over to this other side of the board. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. So we have this. This can be written as negative 2 x transpose y to be equal to negative 2 x transpose x, then b. Of course, this sign can cancel this sign. 2 here can cancel 2. So we'll be left with this. We can now rewrite this properly. This is equal to this is equal to this. So we can write it as x transpose x b. I'm writing this is equal to x transpose y. Now we can say divide both sides by x transpose x if you wish. Divide both sides by x transpose x. So we have x transpose x all over x transpose x to be equal to x transpose y all over x transpose x. So of course this will cancel this. So we can write our b, and from indices we can write this to be x transpose x inverse multiplied by x transpose y. So our beta estimate, this is what we got our b. What is now our beta estimate? Of course, we have succeeded in looking for our b. And this b vector is called the estimate. It is known as the estimate of b. So we can write our b estimate as we can write our beta estimate to be equal to x transpose x inverse multiplied by x transpose y, provided x transpose x is invertible. So this is simply how we can obtain our beta estimate given the linear regression model. If we follow this pattern, it will be very easy for we to compute our beta estimate or the vector of b. So this is simply how to derive the beta estimate for the given linear regression model. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel.